Kelly, and we have apologies from Sarah, and we have Simon substituting.
Sarah Miller as well.
And Sarah Miller, you're quite right, Sarah Miller as well.
And also Dave Eggleton.
Sorry, David. Right, okay. Any declarations of interest? No, I see none. Public participation. Would you like to say anything?
Not particularly. I'm just here from the Hockey Club, and we were interested to hear about the planned works for the pitch.
Okay, which is coming up later. Yeah, okay. Minutes to approve the minutes held on the 10th of September 24. Do I have a proposal? And a seconder? Okay, all those in favour? Now we can have a look at progress. There's lots of progress. Riverbank repairs, we haven't got Councillor Eggleton here to ask her about those. Makings is on the agenda. Really good news on getting the grants for solar panels. That's £31,773. So that's for really good Brennhall and like Lincoln. Anything here that anyone's got any questions on? They'd like to ask? Anything you want to comment on?
The heating solution, that's presumably the boiler replacement.
That would be it. Yeah.
Do we have it was going to be September, I think.
We're just getting, we're waiting for a couple of more quotes to come in,
right.
And we're hoping to expedite that as soon as possible.
Are they coming in?
Actually.
They're coming in within the 54 that we.
We're expecting 2 in this week, 2 more in this week.
Right, okay.
So then, but then we know we've got the one for 54 anyway that we've already approved.
Okay.
So we'll be okay either way.
Right.
Okay. So that's progress finances. To note the management accounts to August 24. Are there any comments on these? All looks fairly okay. The weather hasn't been in our favour, so it's hit our parking and the use down there, but it all looks fairly well covered to my mind. Any comments? No?
The marketplace expenses were the only ones that were significantly higher than budgeted for. It says including the repointing. There must have been other things as well. Do we know what they were?
So our forecast
was
6.3.
6.3. So the year-end forecast is 6.3 and the budget was 3.5. And it says 1.6k for repointing.
There's a bit of a gap there, isn't there?
So there's a bit of a gap there.
Yeah.
I think we might have to come back on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Any others?
Most of the rest came out quite accurately or better.
Yes.
We can do as well this year.
There
if
are
we drop the
some
budget.
cemeteries particularly, which is. Hi,
Already. 7:45.
yes, 7:45.
7:45.
Right. So can we add councillor back to the meeting? Okay, so the next item is the budget for 25/26. Consider and consider the draft RNA committee income and expenditure budget. And Becky and all of us have been through all of this, and personally I'm quite happy with it all, but open to you for any comments or suggestions. A lot of work here, Becky. Thank you. Mr. Mayor.
My only real comments on this is 3.12, the marketplace seating licenses. Really sensible having a consistent approach. I did wonder though, in all the others where we're not proposing an increase, there's a justification as to why we're not proposing an increase. I didn't see that here. So I wondered if we could have some explanation as to why there shouldn't be a 3.5% increase in line with inflation.
Becky,
So when it was restructured, the prices did go up very significantly. And we have had comments from some of the traders, one traders struggling to pay. And we've also had comments from other traders. So it just felt to keep it consistent for a couple of years, but we can go. It's significantly more than, for instance, if you have a paper, for instance. Although it is good for market business. It was really it was felt to be quite high enough.
No, that's why, that's due to the
Mm.
feedback and that's
Yes.
fine, I just haven't seen the justification.
okay, is there any other comments?
So what that would make us, we've got 10 spots at £4.5 each, so that'll be 45, so 3.5% is going to be an extra
No.
1,000, 2,000.
3% more than 4, 3 plus 12,
I
125.
see 7 spaces on the plan.
Not 7 spaces, it means 7
So
spaces.
it'd be about 1,000 quid, wouldn't it?
Should
Not
be-
worth upsetting the
There should be
neighbours.
7 spaces on page 22 of the
Mm.
agenda.
But we've got
There were 7 spaces,
7,
Mm.
but community area
Yeah.
will be used by.
Yeah.
So officially there are 7. There'll be another in-
imagine the proprietor of the square being quite happy with us.
That's the other check.
I thought it was a very thorough report, and it's gone through item by item and heading by heading. So therefore, I would like to propose the recommendation on page 17. Recommendation 5. I propose.
Are you happy to?
Let someone else second it. I was going to.
I'm happy to second.
Okay,
I was going to return to the marketplace incomes. I don't think we quite. As I can see it here, the budget is set at 35,000 for income, almost all of which is the seating licenses. So 3% of that is going to be in the region of £10,000. Is that right?
no,
Am I missing?
Yeah, you've got this one.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
35,000 is 1% would be £350, so 3% would be 1,000.
oh, it's
About
only
1,000
1,000. Yeah, sorry.
quid.
My mental arithmetic is
Mm.
not good.
It's,
However, I still think that Value for Money will be looking at the overall budget in in a week or two, and the budget is extremely tight. We do need to be careful about making sure that we do achieve our financial goals generally, which I think we're currently not on target to do. But of course, drawing up in the budget will I hope get us there or very close. But even 1,000, I think, unless there's a good reason, we're effectively giving a cut by not making an inflation increase.
Every pound we don't raise here is a pound we can't spend later.
Yeah, or is an
you don't
extra.
want to bear this one in mind because we've got another bite of which.
Yeah, so I think we
Yes,
should
you can flag that one up as
we
a
should,
possibility.
bear that one in mind and not
If you
regard it
need
as
more
settled.
money, Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
for finance,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but we have got a bit of a black hole, and we are going to have to make hard decisions.
But it's not 21 billion, is it?
It's not quite 22 billion.
Aren't we lucky? So we have a proposal, we've had it seconded. Can I take a vote on that, please? All of those who would like to support this, thank you, that's carried. So the next item is to talk about Makin's recreation ground car park, which is quite a story, really. And Becky again, and all of us have been meeting up there, haven't we, with Scouts and Headway. And originally the Scouts started this whole thing off, and so we commissioned this report. Then they have a change of trustees, and we meet the new trustees, and they're all very reasonable, and we have a really good chat with them and people from Headway. And the only really problem is outside Headway, where they are bringing in their customers, their patients, and sometimes they are very naughty at Sacred Heart School, the parents. They block the way and will sometimes park where they shouldn't in front of Headway. So that really was the sticking point. but Carl came up with a really good suggestion to mark it out, aren't we? And with yellow lines and make it pretty clear that parents should not be parking there or obstructing headway, coming and going in any way at all, which costs us, I think it's about 600 quid, which is considerably less than this report. You wouldn't, Chairman of Finance wouldn't be at all happy with that. And I think everybody was happy. Would you agree, Carl? It was and with Sheridan, it was a good solution, wasn't it? Yes, yeah. So if there's anybody got any questions on that, otherwise, where's the proposal? It's buried in here. Is that just yeah, just to note that we'll go ahead for the £600 and mark it up. Mr. Mayor.
I propose that as is implied, we note the report and we go ahead with the marking out.
Yes.
It's very disappointing that having supported the Scouts in this report and spent quite a lot of money looking
Yes.
at this,
Yes.
they have subsequently changed their mind after we have spent the money.
Yes, we have this on file, however, that if this problem should ever raise its head again, we have a very, very comprehensive report on the whole, because it does crop up from time to time, parking up there.
So I think we still think that we did the right thing. but
Yes,
it's just disappointing that.
I agree with you.
It is disguised money.
We're very prepared, yes. So,
I was going to make the same point.
yes, good. So
But,
did we
we'll
vote on
look at
that?
the
Or did we
spreadsheet.
not vote on that?
Yes,
the
we need to vote, I think.
Just a note.
Or to note? the
For no intent to go ahead with the
recommendation?
£600.
Yes, yeah. So do we vote on noting or do we not
Vote to
vote on
note.
noting? We vote to note.
I propose.
We resolve to note. All those in favour?
600.
600 quid, yes. And now the next one is on the repairs to our hockey pitch. And again, it's a very full report. I think Becky's explained it very well, Mr. Mayor.
Suppose we accept 5.1.
Yeah.
Very sensible. We need to keep the facility in good nick.
Yes, yeah. Anyone else like to talk? You're happy to second it? Yeah.
I was going to point out that the Hockey Club have asked us to consider bringing forward the replacement of the
Mhm.
pitch, and we're going to take some of the money out of the sinking
Yes.
fund. I think we should recognise that we are repairing the current pitch, and therefore it would represent better value for money if we can avoid bringing it forward and stick with the date of April 27 for its replacement.
Okay.
So that's something that,
Okay.
unless the pitch is clearly proving difficult or impossible to play on, then we should try and stretch it out another year. Given we're spending £8,000 here on something that might only last less than 2 years.
Okay, noted.
But I think the argument to go ahead is clearly the report. The report.
Okay, so we have a proposal, we have it seconded, all those in favour? Then, so that's gone through. And then the final one is this Parks and Open Spaces Policy Review. So it's just really to have a look at our policy, and the only amendment in red is about remote control model aircraft. Are they going to be banned or
No,
not?
yeah, no, so.
No, so you can go up in Gilletsfield, and because that's what they do up there, model aircraft up there.
Yeah, so if you had a query recently, I just wanted to.
Right, so it's, yeah, okay. Are there any more queries on this? It seems very comprehensive.
Well,
to
we
me.
were due to review this last year, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's right that we review it, and it's also been pointed out that we now have we're about to appoint a biodiversity officer who will also be able to review it.
Sure.
So it is always possible to review these documents
Mhm.
and policies, and that's what we should do.
Absolutely.
Make sure they're up to date. But yeah, the policy looks good.
Councillor Devchat.
Yeah, can I just seek clarification on that particular point, the bit in red, 4.2.6. It says golfing, metal detecting, remote control remote control model aircraft and drone, but then it goes on to say golfing, metal detecting, and taking off and landing of drones. Should you add model aircraft as well?
No, because we're keeping it.
No,
Sorry?
Should indeed, what's what?
so they're not allowed to fly model aircrafts up there?
No,
No,
Unless you want it not to be included.
Unless- Unless.
yes. I mean, where would you fly a model aircraft then? If it wasn't on, nobody's got a garden big enough to fly one there.
It needs to be away from
People.
general public.
Yeah.
Needs to be in a.
Plenty of fields around.
space.
A big,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like a purpose area for that.
for that sort of thing.
It's a place where people want to go and peacefully walk. I think in a,
Fun to watch those planes, though. We've watched them in Gillis Field, yeah. Councillor Lambert,
There's actually a specific place designated for all these lanes in Thames Valley Park in Reading.
is there? Oh, that's useful. Right, okay, that's where they have to go then. Right, okay. So we include that.
do we need to make the wording?
Mr Mayor,
Probably also worth noting, or just make the committee aware that the Service Civil Aviation Authority already have quite strict regulations on where these aircraft can be flown, including drones. Most owners are not aware of them and have frequently been flown into contravention. But there are legal frameworks in
Mm.
place outside of this anyway that
Right.
could probably prevent it being flown on our land or in the town, crowded spaces, etc. already.
okay, so this happily covers
Yes.
the concerns, doesn't it? I mean,
Well, I thought Stefan's point was that it doesn't quite. It includes them as the subject, but then
Yeah.
it seems to me that inserting the words remote control model aircraft in the line below before the word drone would be
We'll cover it.
would make it completely clear.
I think that's the amendment we're
So, I
talking,
suggest
we're
we do
talking
that.
about, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Mr Mayor,
Can I propose that we accept the policy with
With the
Councillor
amendment.
Garishak's amendment?
absolutely. Yes, is that seconded?
Yeah. that's-
Yes, okay. Any other comments? No? All those in favour, please show.